You're live. Hi. Slow flow today. I'll hopefully edit this. Maybe. Ready? Yeah. Starting simulcast.
Definitely. Okay.
Good afternoon, friends.
12 bells.
12 bells, listen for them. We'll lock ourselves in so the cops don't bust us in or bust in on us.
That's right. Cops.
We're gonna do a little slow flow. Hey, back. All right.
Want to check the audio, or do you think it's good?
Can you hear me? Audio good? I know this audio is okay over here on YouTube, maybe. I don't know either. I think it works. We're gonna start seated today.
Got your thing on. Yeah, looks like it's working.
I think.
All right, seated.
Yeah, seated. Once you find your seated posture, you're going to let your breath find you. So, first your seat, your position. Sit down on your hips. If you would like to sit on a cushion, on a block, on something supportive, do that. Sometimes it's nice to give your pelvis that anterior tilt, opening the front of the hips a little bit. So a straight spine is our first initiative here. Pull the navel in. Feel the crown of the head growing taller, getting taller, lifting toward the ceiling. The hips are heavy. Feel the shoulders over the hips. The ears stack over the shoulders, so maybe move the head back a little bit. Palms can be face up in the lap. Softly close the eyes. And now let your breath find you. Notice the air that you can bring in with a straight back. How much the ribs expand front to back, side to side as you breathe in, filling with breath. And then as you breathe out, the ribs knit back together. You get empty, heavy, contract. We're going to move a little slower today, or a lot slower actually. So it's very important, as always, to establish this connection with the breath in the beginning. So you'll have that connection there established like a safety net to hold you through this practice. So start to listen to the breath. Maybe create that swirling sound in the back of the throat, ujjayi. On your exhale, you can even set your attention at the back of your throat in the nasopharynx area, kind of to just watch that breath pass in and out by the nose. As you start to turn your attention inward, the volume gets softer on all of the distraction, all of the stuff that's not on your mat right now. There's plenty if you let yourself go and list all of the things. There's lots of things to stay distracted with. So it takes a little discipline, a little doing to shift onto your mat. Whatever you were doing before you got onto your mat, whatever your morning consisted of, or yesterday, or the day before, or the past 10 weeks, let all that go. You got right here, right now, with your breath in your body. Notice how paying more attention to the breath, cultivating the quality, the length, the strength, all of that starts to smooth out the fluctuations in the mind. So from that place of maybe a little more calm, a little more centered, more clear, set your intention for your practice today. The reason why you decided to show up for yourself, maybe for something else, something bigger, you choose. You are what makes this practice that's been here for thousands of years You are what makes us different, unique. So once you've got that intention, and you repeat it a couple times to yourself, make it solid, strong. And then when you're ready to look your eyes open, looking ahead of your shins or just forward, so you can come onto your hands and knees, and then into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So you've had a little bit of day pass already, perhaps, depending on when you're taking this class or doing this practice. So you're a little warmer than you might be first thing in the morning. Pedal the feet, shift, and just take stock. Notice what you brought with you to your mat. What feels tight, what feels sticky. And then notice also what feels easy, what feels more fluid, effortless. Approaching these poses with curiosity, so you don't take the maximum edge right out of the gate. You're conservative. Makes me cringe a little bit to say that. Soften your knees, lift your tailbone high. And then start to melt the heels to the floor, pedaling one at a time. And then once you notice, once you've identified what you've got to work with, maybe you need more today. So you squeeze the arms, you squeeze the legs, hold the navel in tightly toward the spine, or if you need a little less, you stay looser in the elbows, softer in the knees. Be fluid, like water, effortless. Of course, these postures take some doing, take some muscular strength and some control. But you shouldn't ever be straining. You can always come to the knees. Stay with the breath, stay honest. From your downward dog, walk forward to your hands and take ragdoll. Nice easy stroll to the top of your mat. Once you get there, feet are about hip distance. Lay your ribs right on your thigh bones. So bend your knees a lot so you can establish that. You can grab onto the elbows, that gives the back a little weight. You're looking to open up this low back space. Tuck the chin, feel the length in the back of the neck. Soft toes, heavy heels, heavy through the balls of the feet. And now if your hamstrings are loose, if you've already done your 10-mile run this morning, your hamstrings are open. Maybe they're tight if you've ran. Obviously I haven't done that in a while. Maybe you keep the ribs attached to the thighs as you straighten the legs a little more. Deepening your forward bend that way. Now we're going to stand up, bend the knees, nice and easy, press into the feet. Use your whole inhale to rise tall, arms by the ears. As you finish that breath, lift the chin at the last bit, and then all the way down to fold. Half sun salutation. Inhale, halfway lift, pull the chest forward. Exhale, fold back in. Stay with the breath. That controls your movement. Inhale, stand up, press the feet all the way back down. We're going twice more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale, stand up, press the feet, circle, reach up, feel that stretch. Last one, forward fold, down you go. Inhale, offer the chest forward. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale, stand up, press the feet, circle, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart, pause. Step to the top of your mat if you're not there already, just to give you good real estate options behind you. Reaffirm your intention, set something new if that makes sense. Press into the feet, tailbone is down, sitting bones drawing together. Open the chest, lock up the abdominals. Keep the breath moving, free and easy. As you breathe in, reach the arms over the head, palms together. Right hand takes the left wrist. As you exhale, lean to the right. Use your inhale to come back to center. Use your exhale, lean to the right. Good. Inhale, center. We'll hold on this one. As you exhale, go to the right. Squeeze that left wrist a little tighter. Left palm faces down, so you have some internal shoulder rotation. Stretching here. Pressing into your left heel. Move your left shoulder back so your chest is open. Breathing into all of this muscle, connective tissue, stretch. Take one more breath in, lean. As you breathe out, come back to center. Take an inhale to reset, reach long, and then left hand, right wrist as you exhale. Use your inhale to come back to center. Use your exhale to lean left. One more like that to hold. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, lean left, and now hold here. Open the chest, squeeze the wrist a little tighter, and imagine that your right arm starts down near your right hip. So that whole side body liberated. Press into your right heel. Good. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, back to center. Inhale, reach up, maybe lift the gaze. As you exhale, all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale, stand up, open reach. Press the heels, reach the arms. Last time standing tall, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, all the way down you go. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant the hands and step back to plank. Good. Now plank, shins squeeze together, heels are over the center of the balls of the feet. Maybe you need a modification bigger than just dropping your hips a little bit or lifting the hips. Put your knees on the floor. So it's really about finding that Goldilocks spot for you. Just dead center between way too much and not nearly enough. That can be completely different than what you needed yesterday or what you might need tomorrow. Every day we show up, our practice may be different. Stay with the breath. Listen. From your plank pose, take one more breath in. Ride your breath out like a wave all the way to the floor. Once you get down, slide your hands back by your low ribs. A little baby Bhujangasana. Untuck the toes. Press all 10 toenails down and just lift the front of the chest to your degree. When you feel the back muscles start to fire, you're lifted enough. Soften your glutes. Press the tailbone down, inner thighs toward the ceiling. Hug your elbows in. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, lower your forehead to the floor. Use your inhale to lift up, little cobra, maybe a higher cobra, maybe the elbows straighten more. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, use the breath. Exhale, lower down. Use your inhale to press back to Balasana, child's pose, hips to heels. Knees can stay together or knees can move apart. Sit down on your heels and reach your arms long. If you've got shoulder stuff going on, the hands make more sense back by the feet, do that. Let the forehead be heavy. Let your shins be heavy. Settle here, breathe. Space in the back, the stretch through the hips. Take 3 more full breaths. Make sure the exhale is the same length as the inhale. The next time you breathe in, that inhale will inspire your movement onto your tabletop, hands and knees. And then tuck your left toes, extend your right leg long. Use your inhale to reach through that right leg. As you exhale, right knee, right arm. Maybe the elbow, maybe the shoulder, maybe somewhere in between. Inhale, extend back behind. Exhale, right knee, right arm. Inhale, lengthen it. Exhale, bring it in. Now hold the right knee in, shift it to center, hold it there, pull it up, and then set it through between your hands. You may need to lean onto the left. Good, now you're in a low lunge. Set this up from the floor so your right knee is on top of your right ankle. Left toes can tuck or not. Start in a low lunge warrior, reach the arms by the ears. Good. And just feel that. Feel what that's like today. We're going to move with the breath here. So your right hand can come to your right thigh, or you can bend your right elbow and reach it behind your back. You're going to use your inhale to bend deeper into your lunge. You're going to use your exhale to back off and lift up, lower your left arm. Inhale, bend a little deeper. Don't let that knee go past the ankle. Exhale, lift up and back. Good. One more time. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, bring your right arm up. Now, you can take a clasp. You can either interlace. You can take a Garuda Mudra, hook your thumbs. But imagine that you're trying to hook your hands on a hook that's near the ceiling. So really reach. Side body, low back. You can press the hips forward to get a little more into that left hip flexor. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, frame your right leg. Take Ardha Hanumanasana. Pull your right leg straight. Hurdler stretch. Good. Toes can stay up or down. Think about length, top of the head toward your right foot. Right hip pulls back, left hip moves forward, just a little scissor to give you a little more juice in the inner thighs. Good. Now take one more breath here in your half split. As you breathe out, bend your right knee, look forward as you bring your hands forward. Pick up your back knee, curl your back toes. Three-legged dog, that right leg goes all the way up and back. Open and stack, level out the shoulders, so press evenly into the hands. Pick up your left armpit, don't let your left armpit dip into the center. Good. Take one more breath in, lift that right knee a little higher. As you breathe out, put your right foot down. Take an inhale in your dog. As you exhale, hands and knees. Put the knees down, tabletop. Knees can move apart under the hips for a little more balance. Hands are under the shoulders. Tuck your right toes, extend your left leg. Pull the navel in to protect the back. Keep the chin in, protect the neck. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, squeeze. Inhale, extend, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Use the breath. One more time. Extend on your inhale. Contract, empty, hold. Knee to center. Step it through. Good. Low lunge warrior. You can move that right knee back a little bit to give your psoas a little more room to drop. Left knee stays on the left ankle. Starting your low lunge. Reach the arms up. Good. Now, once you see what you've got to work with here, your left hand can go to your left thigh or around to your back. Your inhales will press your hips down and maybe forward as you move a little deeper into that stretch. As you exhale, you lift up. Inhale, press down, lift up. Exhale, come back. One more time, breathe in. And now breathe out, bring your left hand up. Stay here. Take that mudra with the thumbs, or you can interlace even and flip the palms toward the ceiling. Think about hooking your arms or your hands on a hook that's really high so you can lift out of the low back. Press the hips forward. Maybe even a little back bend here, nice. Take one more breath in. Your exhale is Ardha Hanumanasana. Left leg is straight. Pull your chest back. Good. Your right hip is over your right knee. Your left toes can lift or not. Think about length through the whole back body. Good. Take one more breath in. All the way out. I'm just watching someone draw on my sidewalk with chalk on the street. People in their liberties, you know. Three-legged dog, left leg all the way up and back. Bend and stack. Good. Pick up your right armpit, keep them level. Down, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, take an inhale to lift both heels high. As you exhale, bend both knees. Look at your thumbs. Walk, step. Maybe you jump if you're warm and ready. Top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, press the feet, circle the arms all the way. And then to the right, left wrist over the head. Inhale, back to center. As you exhale, go to the left. Inhale, back to center. As you exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. We'll sneak a chair in this afternoon. Big toes touch, heels can have maybe an inch of space. Hips are heavy. As you breathe in, you feel the front of the body get longer. The collarbones gently lift. As you breathe out, the navel in and up to empty. Good. One breath at a time. If you need to come out, if you need to straighten the legs, give yourself the grace. You're practicing. This isn't the yoga semifinals for the big trophy.
It's not?
It's not today. Dang it. Semifinals are next week for the yoga competition.
I'll be there.
Take one more breath in, keep practicing. As you breathe out, forward fold, straight legs. Inhale, hands to the shins, halfway lift.
that's
As you exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank.
Oh, that's funny.
No, you could for sure win the yoga competition. Now, forward on the toes. Chaturanga Dandasana if you're ready, if you want it. Otherwise, you go all the way to the floor and take another cobra. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, or, I don't want to call it a lesser back bend, it's a different back bend. Now, we're going to take that same sequence, but we're going to do it with the back leg lifted. So the right leg on an inhale, lift it up. As you breathe out, right knee, right elbow. Squeeze the side body. If you want to go higher to the shoulder, do that. Inhale, lift it up. As you exhale, right knee, right elbow, right armpit, wherever. Inhale, lift it back up. As you exhale, bring it in. And then shift it to center. By it, I mean the knee. Good. Lift up. Good job dropping your hips first. Right knee over the right ankle. Your left heel is over the center of the foot. Now, we're going to do that 3 times with the lowering and lifting. So you can bring your right hand to your right thigh or your right hand behind your back. Use your inhale to get a little deeper into your lunge. Don't let the knee pass the ankle. And then use your exhale to back out. Inhale, drop in. Exhale, lower, lift out just a bit. And then do that one more time. Now as you exhale, your right arm meets the left arm, both arms up. Good. And now take that crescent stretch you were practicing at the top of your mat. Right hand to the left wrist. First you go up with that left arm, make it longer, and then lean a little bit to the right. Square the chest over your front leg, so you're not cockeyed through the shoulders, you're more square. Good. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Breathe out, warrior 2. Seal that left heel. Keep your right knee bending. Good. Right heel intersects your left arch. Your left toes can angle forward a smidge. Arms reach long. Squeeze your triceps. Look over your right fingers. Breathe into Virabhadrasana 2. You feel this pose at the top of your head, all the way through to the bottoms of both feet, everywhere in between. And the pose starts when you want to leave it. It says Iyengar, and that's pretty true. Our body can take a lot more than our mind thinks it can. We practice. Single point of focus, sitting in it. Now from here, the bottom of the body stays the same. Reverse the upper. Right arm up. Good. Hold this for a breath or 2, just opening this right side. But lift your left chest a little bit so you're not dumping there onto your left hip. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, come forward into Parsvo. Right elbow, right thigh. Keep your right knee bending. And then your left arm over your ear. Really anchor with your left heel. And then feel how anchoring with your left heel gives you that ability to reach away with your left fingers. And then you press with your right elbow too. So you have some stuff happening. By stuff, I mean engagement. Through the right side and the left side. I know, cooking those hips. Triangle pose comes next in the sequence. So your right leg will straighten. Right hand can drop down. You can hover it. You can hang on to your right leg. You can hook your first right toe. Your left arm reaches up. Good. Think about the whole spine getting longer, the chin tucking so you have that length. If you had a fluffy tail, a long fluffy tail, it would end behind your left heel. So think about that energy in the tailbone. From triangle, you go to pyramid. So you can stand up or you can just rotate the chest, but bring your back leg in. So your heels are on the same line. Chest is square over your right leg. You can hang and let your hands support you, so you're not really hanging, you're supported by your hands. You can bring blocks under your hands. You can bring your hands to your low back, right hand to your left wrist, and then straighten the elbows to get a little more space through the chest. Keep breathing. Right hip back, left hip forward. Pulling those exhales all the way out from the bases of the lungs. Now, if you have that bind at your sacrum, bring the hands out to your mat in front of your right foot. Bend your right knee, lean onto your right leg, lift your back leg. Good. Now, you can bend your right knee a good amount. You can lift this left heel higher, or you can let your left kidney drop in. Yeah, there you go. All the while stretching the low back, stretching the hamstrings. Now you can say a little prayer to pick up those hands. Yes, it's easier if you practice it. And then from your third warrior, you're going to bend your right knee, drop step into Anjane, crescent lunge, come back where you started from, sort of. Take an inhale, full pose, drop into the hips, lift your gaze, look at the hands. And then frame your front foot, step all the way back to a three-legged dog, right leg on an inhale, open, bend, and stack. Exhale, set it down. Right foot down, down dog. Now notice right to left. Maybe a child's pose needed to happen in between sides, but you're moving slower. You're noticing how things are moving, how your breath is changing, maybe pose to pose, where you have some space. Left leg on an inhale, open, bend, and stack here. And now inhale, straighten it out. As you exhale, left knee, left elbow, squeeze the side body, maybe the shoulder, somewhere near that arm. Inhale to lift it back, use the length of breath to match the range of motion. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, left shoulder. Inhale, lift it back. As you exhale, last time, knee to side body. Shift it center, hold, step through. Now let your hips drop here. Good. So taking that second, I didn't give you that second on the first side. Eric took it, but I blew right by it. Imagine that. Left hand down, right arm up. Good. Now your inhales, you're going to bend a little deeper into your left knee, let your hips sink. As you exhale, lift up and let your arm drop. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lift up and lower. One more time, inhale to bend. And then as you exhale, left hand meets the right overhead. Good, you can take that side stretch. Left hand takes the right arm, make it longer first, and then lean over. Good. Dig in with your right toes, press with your left heel. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, back to center, Virabhadrasana 2. Take your time to set this up, and you always set poses up from the floor up. So left heel intersects your right arch, right toes toward the top right corner, right hip is internally rotating, left hip external. Shoulders are over the hips, front ribs tucked down. Breathe here. Iyengar also says to imagine every cell in your body has an eye, like a visual eye. And we can see with all of those cells, awareness everywhere. Soften your toes. Right inner arch, lift it up just a smidge. Right hip or come around to your left hip. As you reverse, don't dump into this right side. Keep the right chest lifted a bit so you have some action, both sides. Engagement, action, yang activity. Take one more inhale and reverse. Forward to Parsva elbow to thigh. Don't go soft in that left elbow. Keep some integrity there too. And then anchor with your heel as you reach away from that foundation. Good. Take one more breath in your Parsva. Keep that left hip crease moving back. And now softly straighten that left leg. Don't lock out that knee. Just let the left leg go a little more straight. Left arm can hover or hold. Right arm open. Now your fluffy tail is behind your right heel. Long spine. Front ribs in. Good. Now, pyramid. You can take pyramid from standing first, or you can just turn your chest. Adjust your stance a bit. So triangle can be rather long feeling for pyramid. So if you want to bring your stance a little closer, make sure your heels are on the same line. If you're taking that sacrum bind, the left hand takes the right wrist, and then the elbow is straight and open the chest. Good. Now, a couple more breaths, just cooking those left hamstrings, opening them up with your awareness. You're going to think about shifting out of this into your Standing split first, so your weight transfers to the left, hands come forward, pick up your right leg, and you can lift really high or you can let that right kidney kind of drop in, opening the left leg, the low back, breathing all the while. Now, we practice this, it gets easier every time. Pick up the hands. Take a couple breaths in your 3, just for length of that whole posterior chain. Good job. And now drop step, land in your crescent. Use an inhale to let the hips sink. Use your right heel, press down with your toes. Inhaling here, full pose. Exhale, frame your left foot, step it all the way back to 3-legged dog. Bend and stack. Straighten and set it down. Good. Notice left from right. Do another little comparison, hip to hip. Now come forward into plank. Take an inhale and plank, and then same thing, ride that exhale all the way down to the mat. You can use the knees to help you. Once you're down, left hand to your low back, right arm reaches out in front. With your right arm reaching out in front, turn and rest your right cheek. Now, as you inhale, you're going to lift your right arm, lift your left leg, head to center. As you exhale, you're going to bring your right arm behind you, lengthen your left arm, rest your left cheek. Inhale, lift your left arm, your right leg. Exhale, lower right, extend right. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, lower, switch. Inhale, lift left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. And now both arms come out in front. You've got 3 breaths. Use your inhale. First inhale to lift you. Exhale, tighten the core. Inhale to lift. Exhale to squeeze. Last breath in. And then lower down. Press back to child's pose. That little Kriya we just did with the right and the left. That's an excellent way to balance asymmetry in the body. So if your right side is not anywhere near your left, keep doing that. And that should, according to Krishnamacharya, balance out imbalances. One of the best ways anyway. There's lots of ways. Feel your breath, stay present. Now from your child's, forward to plank. Tabletop, not plank. Forward to table. Tuck the toes, arch the back first, and then take Adho Mukha Svanasana from there. Now you're moving with the breath, and you're listening to your body. So if any of this is too much, you back up. Right leg on inhale, lift it high. As you exhale, right knee down, root 66 to your nose. Pull it in. Inhale, lift it back. We're going 3 times. As you exhale, right down the center to the nose to knee. Do that one more time. Inhale it up. Exhale, knee to nose to knee. Look through, step through. Anjane. High lunge. Good. Let your hips sink. If you need to be a little more conservative here, don't go so deep in that right knee. Back off a little bit. Find the perfect spot for you. Now, right hand to your right thigh or behind your back. We're going twice. As you inhale, drop into your right knee. As you exhale, lower your left arm, lift up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, back up. Good. Now, do it again. And then bring your right arm up. Good. Hold here, high lunge. Now use your inhale to bring your knee into your chest. Stand up on your right leg. It's a lot. Give yourself some time. And then use your exhale to come back to crescent. Use your inhale to go back to standing on your right foot. Now use your exhale to straighten your arms, extend your leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, step back. Good. Hold here. Breathe in. Frame your front foot as you breathe out. Step it back. 3-legged dog. Right leg high. Inhale. Open, bend, and stack. If you want to flip it, now's a good time to flip it. You don't have to. You can stay in your 3-legged dog. Just breathing. Leveling out the shoulders. Feeling that twist from the low belly. Lift your right knee a little higher. If you're flipped, come on back over. And we'll end in downward facing dog. Right leg down. Side to side. Notice. Left leg. Inhale, lift it up. Right down the middle, knee to nose. Inhale, come on back. Exhale, nose to knee, round, upper back. One more time, lift it up. As you exhale, bring it in, hold, step through. Let your hips sink. You do it on the left, not on the right, I guess. Arms up. Good. Find your crescent. You know what we're going to do with crescent, or what the options are. Left hand to the left thigh or behind your back. Use your inhale to drop in. Use your exhale to back up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, in. Left arm up as you breathe out. Inhale, right knee into your chest. Exhale to step back. Do it again. Inhale, come up. Now exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale, go back. Good. Good. Take a breath, feel your feet, and then frame your front foot. Step it back, three-legged dog, left leg up, open bend and stack. Maybe you flip it, maybe not. Press with the hands. Good. And then when you're ready, flip it back, come back to downward facing dog. Good. Now from your downward facing dog, lift your heels on your inhale. Bend your knees as you exhale. Look forward, step, jump, float, however you'd like to travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in. Back into your chair pose. Feet together. Good. Good. Take an inhale. As you exhale, pull the shoulders down and then keep exhaling as you lower the ribs to the thighs in your chair pose. Knees stay bent, fingers to the floor. Good. Breathe in. As you breathe out, straighten your legs, fold in. Good. Now that same thing we practiced earlier, standing split. So the hands are going to come in front of your shoulders. You can come on fingertips or flat hands or even blocks. Lift your left leg. Good. Notice your hamstrings. Maybe they're a little looser, more loose. And now we practice. Walk the hands forward. Pick them up. Stand all the way up on your right foot. We practice this too. First we'll twist, right hand, left shin, left arm behind you. If you want a little more, you extend the leg, take the outer edge of the foot. Press into your right heel to get taller. Lift through the crown. Gaze toward your left fingers. Nice job. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, untwist, hands at the heart. Put your left ankle on your right knee. Flex your left foot and then press your left knee down. Now you're in a half chair. Good. Pull your hip creases back. Maybe you reach the arms forward to get a little deeper that way. Your left foot stays flexed so you're not overstretching those ankle ligaments. You can put the hands on the floor, Ekapada Galavasana if you want it. Don't have to take it. You can stay here and stretch the daylights out of that right hip instead. Or you can go for it. Good job. If you're in the arm balance, that right leg extends. Nice work. Oh no, that was awesome. Good. Back into your half chair. Nice. Stay with the breath. If you wobble all over the place, if you fall 15 times, you get back up and you get in 16. That's the yoga. Letting go of the bullshit stories you tell yourself, that's also the yoga. Not that all your stories are bullshit. Most of mine are, but some of them are. Press into your right heel, your right knee is bent. Pick those hands up if they're not up already. And then you're going to come back into chair to finish this. Good. Step that foot down. Feel anchored, grounded. Take an inhale. Exhale all the way to stand straight up. Good, yeah. And now we'll do that again. Chair pose to inhale. As you exhale, pull the shoulders down and then lower ribs to thighs. Finish that exhale with bent knees. Fingers touch the floor. Lengthen the low back. Hold there for a second or two, just feeling that length, that space. And then maybe you start to straighten the legs. Good. Good. We're going to stand on the left leg now. On the left leg. Good. Right leg can lift really high. If you've got a full split in your body, then maybe it feels kind of therapeutic to open that right leg, that right hip. Maybe you're a little more right angle with the legs. Now your hands are going to come eventually in front of the foot to lengthen the spine, and then you pick those hands up when you're ready. A breath or two in Vera 3, but it's really a transition to get you into your half chair, or twist first. Right knee up, left hand to the right shin, and then rotate. Spine stays straight, so you're twisting around that axis. Left heel stays grounded, grow through the crown. Good, good. Now back to center. Hands can come to the heart, that will help steady you. Right ankle on the left thigh, flex your right foot, press your right knee down, mindfully. And then move the hips back, arms can reach forward. Maybe a flying pigeon on this side, maybe not. Hey man, sides are different. And that's the yoga. Notice what's different each time you show up. Not that you need to react to that change, but you just pay attention. Good. If your fingers are on the floor, use that left heel, press down to come back to your half chair, and then eventually it will be full chair to exit. Take a breath in, breathe out, stand up, all the way up. Take an inhale standing, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, offer the heart forward. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. Take an inhale and plank. Use your exhale to go all the way to the floor. Knees can help you lower. Good. And then full Shalabhasana. Arms down behind, by the sides. Interlace. If you'd rather not interlace, you don't have to. But just the option if you want it. And now lift your chest, lift your arms, lift your legs, everything together. Much more important than lifting really high is getting longer. So crown away from the toes. Soften the glutes. Press the pelvis down, inner thighs to the ceiling. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, lower. Use your inhale to press back to child's pose, but a resting child's with the knees together and the hands by the feet. Now we're going to wind this down with kind of the same sort of thing, but with some longer exhales to help to bring us more into balance. We had a little heat building, a little flow, and now we're going to start to calm. So from here, take 3 full breaths, all the way in, all the way out. One more like that. And now, after your third exhale, get really empty and then stand up onto your shins. So you can use the hands to help you up. We'll start with the left arm behind you. Your right arm will extend. As you inhale, lift the gaze, top of the inhale. As you exhale, sit on your heels, ribs to thighs, and then forehead to the floor, pinky to the floor. Use your inhale to lift up. Top of your inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale all the way down. Seems easy, but it's not easy, it's just simple. Do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, come back. Good. Now hold here. Switch your arms. Right hand behind, left arm reaches. Wait for an inhale to inspire you up. Top of your inhale, lift the chin, lift the gaze. As you exhale, let your ribs hit your thighs first, then forehead and hands second. That's the challenge. Inhale, come back. Exhale, lower. One more time. And lower as you breathe out. And now left arm in front. Yeah, you're right. Let your elbows bend so your forearms can hit the floor. Good. And then you're a little more settled here. Stay with your breath. Feel the expansion that's continuing to happen as you inhale through the back body. Those erector spinae muscles that support your spinal column all along the back. As you breathe, you feel that little stretch. And then as you breathe out, you get heavier through the back. Heavier through the front. Use your inhale to bring the hands in front of the knees and all the way up onto your heels. Swing the legs around in front. Dandasana, staff pose. So the legs will go long, and whatever's migrated underneath your sitting bones, move that out so you can sit up nice and high. Flex your feet, ears, shoulders, hips, just like we did in the beginning. Stack it up. And then navel pulls in, inner thighs press down. Use your breath in to reach through the arms. Lift the gaze at the top of your inhale. Use your exhale to fold. Maybe you hook your first toes if you can reach. If not, hands to the floor. Use your inhale to lift your chest a bit. And then use your exhale to fold a little further. Belly, chest, and chin in that order. Inhale, back off, lift up. Exhale, lower in. Do that one more time. Lift, inhale. Exhale, lower. Now hold the depth you are and breathe maybe 10 breaths, taking a while here to settle. And notice how that dynamic breath changes things. We're going to move pretty slowly with these finishing poses. So my challenge to you is maybe a 4-count inhale and an 8-count exhale. Using those long exhales to continue to ground. Take 2 more cycles, please. When you're ready to come out of this, you're going to do so reaching with the arms first, extending through the elbows, through the fingers, and then use that inhale, lengthen the back all the way out. There you go, beautiful. Lift your gaze at the top, and then let the arms float down. Good. Ready to go onto your back? All right, all the way onto your back. Now we've got a little more dynamic stuff to do here with bridge pose. So bend your knees, put your feet in front of your hips, arms are going to go down by your sides. You'll use your inhale to lift your arms over your head, lift your low back like a drawbridge up. Good. And then as you exhale, lower down, use the breath to inspire the movement. Your inhales lift you up, and your exhales lower you down. Just move like that. Feel the articulation in the spine as you move. Maybe you lift sequentially higher each time. So each time you lift up, good. Maybe you press a little more into the heels. Now, do one more, but hold the inhale position. So the arms, backs of the hands press down, heels press, hips lift. Your hips won't lift as high, your shoulders are impeding that height. So if you want, you can take the arms underneath and interlace the hands behind your back. Or you can kind of snug the shoulders with the arms down like that. You can snug the shoulders one at a time behind you to give a little more outer upper arm to press into, so the back, you have the points of safety behind the neck and the space between the shoulder blades around the spine. Floating. Take one more breath in. If the arms are underneath you, move them out of the way, and then use your exhale to lower down. Bring the knees in and take a happy baby here just to stretch the back out, lengthen out the lumbar area. Keep the knees away from the chest, outside of the chest, good, and then pulling the knees with the outsteps of the feet, the knees down. Now back off of that happy baby. Bring the knees together. And then reach the arms to a T. So now if you want cactus arms, you can cactus arms. Otherwise, arms are open. And now test the waters here. Conservative on approach. As you inhale, drop the knees to the right. Keep your left shoulder down. And then as you exhale, bring the knees back to center. If that's too much, keep the knees down. Don't flow it. Otherwise, you're going to inhale, knees to the right, left shoulder stays glued. Use your exhale to come back. And now we'll hold this one. Let both knees fall over to the right. Hold your left shoulder down, and now turn your chin to the left. Relax your back. Give your back a few breaths to receive this twist. A little more juice for the IT band. If you straighten your left leg, take the outer edge of the foot or the calf, maybe even a strap. Hold on. Good. Now wait for an inhale to inspire you to come back. Your inhale, chin over the chest, knees onto the chest. Now you can give yourself a squeeze to kind of reset things before we take those drops to the left. Feel the difference, side to side. Arms back out to a T or cactus. As you inhale, drop the knees to the left. As you exhale, bring them back to center. Inhale, knees left. Hold that right shoulder down. One more time, back to center. Knees left. And now hold. Option with the straight leg. Wait for the perfect inhale. No rush here. You want to stay in your twist, stay. But if you've got things to do, no places to go, because of course you're still adhering to social distancing and being smart and staying home, you'll inhale to come back. Knees onto the chest. Now, hold the knees together on the chest. Take Apanasana. So you can take the right hand to the right knee, left hand to the left knee, draw circles on the ceiling or on the sky, wherever you are with the knees. They can be together, they can move apart. Just massage the sacrum, the back. If another happy baby makes sense, great. If maybe an Upavista version, a wide-legged version, opening the legs to a V and hooking the toes makes more sense, do that. And finding whatever movement you need before we come back into stillness. When you feel ready, let your legs be long, let your arms be long. If you prefer to take your Shavasana seated, it's not really a Shavasana if you're sitting up, but just a seated meditative posture for these last few minutes, do that. Wherever you are, you're still. Let your eyes softly close, or if you'd rather not close your eyes, shift your gaze down toward the tops of your cheeks. Your body is completely relaxed, motionless. The only movement you sense is the breath moving in and going out. See how silent you can make that breath. And And then let yourself be absorbed by that silence. Exploring the depth, possibility, the space. Start to remember your breath. Make your next few cycles a little bigger. And with those bigger cycles, you can move the fingers, move the feet, maybe turn the chin a little bit. A long stretch will open things back up if you reach up and over as you breathe in, expanding. And then as you breathe out, hug the knees into the chest, squeeze empty, roll onto one side or the other, whichever feels more intuitive. Right side is the more heating, masculine, fiery energy, and the left side is the lunar, feminine, cooling energy. Just fun fact. Think about what you're grateful for and then bring that gratitude with you to your seat. Seal our practice in Anjali Mudra, hands at the heart, chin to the chest, maybe the eyes all closed. Gratitude for this time, the practice, the ancient wisdom, all of the things that keep us connected. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Tuesday Slow Flow. We'll see you tomorrow, 8:30. Vinyasa.
Stop.
Stop.